Juliana Atieno, a middle-aged fishmonger in Kenya's Kiambu County, says that almost everything she owns, including this very business, has been bought by money she obtained through betting.
Siku ingine nilibet na 200 nikapata ngiri 4. Hai nikastuka nikasema gai mwadhani Yesu siku hizi sio kubaya. Afadhali kubet juu ukienda kukopa mtu loan atashinda hapa akikutusi.
For her, the fishmongering business is just a side hustle, and she is among thousands of other Kenyans who fully depend on betting as a major source of income.
I started betting when I was joining university. I bet because the pocket money was being given by my parents when I go to school wasn't enough, and the money that they sent as upkeep, it wasn't able to cater for my needs. So I had to devise a method in order to bolster my pocket money and to enable me survive well in campus. My main motivation for betting is when you place a single bet on a game, for example, Manchester United versus Villarreal. When you place it 1,000, the returns are huge. You can get about 3,000 or 4,000 depending on the odds and the betting sites that you've decided to place your bet from. This is what keeps me glued into the betting business, despite the number of losses that I've made. From the time I started betting up to now, I can approximate the amount that I've used in betting together the amount that I've lost, about 100,000 if I count well.
Nimeona kuna wale wamesaidika by the way. Unapata maybe when someone bets amepata a particular amount of money, maybe anaenda anajijenga, anaanza biashara mahali, au mwingine unaona na buy gladi ama vitu kama hizo. But on the other hand also unapata some of these friends wako na issues na betting. By the way, imekuwa ni kama addiction, like too much of addiction. So unapata like the only thing they think about kila time is betting, but unapata hata msee haendi job cause hata in affect msee emotionally ama hata psychologically, cause hakuna venye utanionyesha like kuna jackpot hapo ya 2-3 million 300 million vitu kama hizo. Hata I'll make sure like I'll do anything to ensure that nimepata hiyo do, so kumaanisha nitaekelea kuekelea.
To understand the science behind betting and why it gets addictive over time, clinical psychologist Dr. Wanja Kibera speaks on the issue.
Sometimes when we continuously repeat that betting or gambling, then we find that one gets addicted to that issue. Because you know what happens is that once you're into it, you don't feel like stopping. And say for instance, you get the first win. You will think, or you get that high. You know, it gives you a high because you've already gotten, a win. And therefore, you take it that you'll always be gaining. You know, you'll be having that winning and gaining all the time. But eventually, there comes a time when you start losing. And when you lose in a big way. So the first time, the second time, and it's a loss. And thinking that you're going to make up for that loss, you start chasing that, the losses that you're making. Most people end up being suicidal because of such cases.
The betting have affected so many young men just because it is just working in phones or rather working with computers, which have led so many youths not to work with their own heart. Betting can also bring either fightings which causes to some deaths. One, umebet na mtu, umekuta the bet imeenda kinyume na venye ulikuwa unatarajia. Unakuta wengine wanauana just because wamekataa na kupeana the pledges walifanya, the promises walifanya ndio bet ikiiva ipatipapeana. That is another issue.
The story of Juliana is replicated by thousands or perhaps millions of Kenyans who confidently say that betting is an alternative source of income. Kenya's leading telco, Safaricom, revealed that about 12 million Kenyans had enrolled through betting platforms via Safaricom alone.
Majob tulikuwa tumeabiriwa majob mingi sana na serikali haikuji. Sasa hii ni one of the chances tumepata ya kujiinua kimaisha.
Despite the Kenyan government insisting that betting has become a destructive habit that is encouraging laziness and breaking families as many youths are addicted, betting shops are still flooded.
Mimi naifanya kama starehe, sifanyi kama kazi. Vile mlevi anavyofanya starehe zake, mimi nafanya starehe zangu na gambling.
Even after the Kenyan government limited the number of betting sites, most of those we spoke to said that dropping betting is just but a pipe dream.